Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing this evening? Ouch, arm is itching. Hey, Charlotte. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, Zoe. How are you? How is everyone doing this evening? It is Thursday, the first Thursday of March. Can you all believe that the quarter is almost over? Let me tilt my camera. Uh, I'm in a different location today, so hopefully I get some better light. I'm good. Thanks for having me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Anna. Okay, I'm just going to say Anna because I don't want to mess up your name. Thank you for joining me. Hello, hello, Monica. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so if you have questions, please put your questions in the question box, the Q&A box. Um, And if you're on Facebook and on YouTube, just type your question into the comment and it'll come up. Tonight, I wanted to talk to you about something. Um, a few weeks ago, I went with a baby to the doctor's office and we were talking about sleep. And it got me to thinking, and I'm going to do a video about it some kind of way. I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm going to do a video about it, about your baby, your toddler sleep habits. If your toddler is still waking up in the middle of the night to eat, or if your toddler is still waking up, okay, let me turn it that way. If your toddler is still waking up to be held and comforted, is it for the toddler or is it for the parent? Because if your toddler is eating well during the day, then they can sustain themselves overnight. They don't need to eat in the middle of the night. And because your toddler has teeth, feeding them in the middle of the night and then putting them back to sleep with the sugars on their teeth over time creates cavities. So, is your toddler not sleeping through the night because of you, or is your toddler not sleeping through the night because of the way it's still because of you, because the way they have trained you to come in? I'm going to scream long enough and loud enough so you come and get me. And don't come in here without a bottle because I'm not going back down if unless you feed me. So um, the doctor was saying it's all about sleep coaching, and I'm sitting there looking like I am a sleep coach, but I'm not. I'm just not there with them overnight. Uh, so my babies that I take care of overnight, I do sleep conditioning and sleep uh, training when they get to that age of training, because there's a difference between sleep conditioning and sleep training. But when your child gets to be a toddler and they're still waking up wanting to eat overnight, something needs to change. And more than likely, it has become a pattern and they have come to expect it. Children depend upon routines and patterns, and they will wake up because of a routine or a pattern that they have uh, created rather than waking up because they're actually hungry or they actually need comforted. Now, if they're sick, that's one thing, but I'm talking about every night they have not slept since like 8, 9 months old, and they just keep waking up and keep waking up and keep waking up. What are you doing to change that? What are you doing? Okay, now I'm getting all these messages on my phone. So what are we doing to change that scenario? And why isn't your toddler sleeping? Okay. I want to ask that question, and I want you all to give me some answers, to chime in and give me some answers to those questions. If you have a toddler that, or you know someone who has a toddler that is not sleeping overnight, are they waking up and pacifying the baby? I shouldn't say the toddler. Is the toddler waking up because of them? Or is the toddler waking up because of a medical reason or a physical need? Like, sometimes toddlers poop in the middle of the night. Depends on what they eat for dinner or what they ate the day before. But I want to know. Uh, Hello, everything, Courtney. Hi, three girls and a legend. Thank you for joining me. Hello, uh, BK Thompson. Hi, Natty. How are you? So, if you have questions or you want to answer that question, please put a comment in the chat box because inquiring minds want to know. Um, as a sleep trainer, I try to make sure that the babies are not comfort eating. And when I say comfort eating, I mean they're eating strictly because it's they want to be fed back to sleep. Okay, a crafty fusion. You said I don't know why, and I don't know why. Okay, I missed the first part of your question. All I see is and I don't know why. Was there a first part to that? Is your child doing that and you don't know why? Is that what you're saying? Hello, Courtney King. How are you? Thank you for joining me. So I'm curious as to um, because as a sleep trainer, uh, I know what I would do, but I only work with a certain. I only work. I only work with one set of families at a time, and I've worked with several over. Well, should I say many over the years. Your 2 year old does it, and you don't know why. Okay, so it's time for some sleep coaching. If your 2 year old is still not sleeping through the night, yes, they're getting up for comfort and routine. Yes, that's the thing. You have to break that routine if you want them to. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's what we call what's called insanity. So you're going to have to figure out a way to change that comfort routine. And it's going to take time and it's going to take patience and it's going to take consistency because your child's not going to readily give up something that makes them comfortable. We get comfortable in our stuff as adults and we don't want to give it up. Oh, no, I can't do that. I've even seen TikTok videos and reels on, no, I can't do that. No, absolutely not. No, give me something else. That's exactly what your toddler is saying. No, I'm not giving it up. So we got to change that in order for the your child to sleep through the night. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand right here. Y'all, excuse me because I can't read this. Hi, Nanny. Do you have any advice on how to get a toddler to not say swear words? Okay, so that is a model behavior. He's hearing them from somewhere. And where as long as he's hearing them, he thinks that they're okay because whoever is saying it to them, hello, Swedish nanny, how are you? Um, Let me see, what is your name? Uh, Pink Lean. He's hearing those words. Your toddler is hearing those words from somewhere, and children will repeat. what they hear you say all the time. And you can tell them all day long, stop saying it, stop doing it, stop saying it, stop doing it, stop, 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 stop. But they're not going to stop because they keep hearing it. It's on repeat. It's like kids will do what they do what you do, but they're big on doing what you do, but they're small on doing what you say. Because if you're doing it and you're supposed to be teaching me, then it must be okay because you're doing it. So getting them to stop the swear words, first of all, you got to get them from around the swear words, whoever's doing all the swearing. You got to get them from around that, or ask the person who is doing all the swearing to change their language around your child, and give them model words that they can say that it is okay to say. And when you play into it, when they say it and you're like, stop saying it, they're pushing your buttons. And they know they're pushing your buttons because you keep saying, stop saying it, don't do that, don't say that. If you don't react to it as a big deal, they won't react to it as a big deal, and it'll slowly go away. But as long as it keeps pushing your buttons and you keep reacting to it and you keep, I told you not to say that, they'll do it just to aggravate you. Mama don't want me to say that. Let me say it again. And then they'll go in the corner and they'll say it. Or they'll wait until you get out in public and they'll start using their words in public. They'll test them in public because, hey, this is the perfect time because mama's not going to do anything because we're out in public. They learn those things. We teach our children how to treat us by the way that we are with them in public. My mama used to tell us, and it may not have been right. She said, "Don't start none, won't be none. When we get out of this car, we want to get this, 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 and this. Don't ask for nothing. You ain't getting nothing. So if you want to sit in the car, you can sit in the car if you want to, but we're going in here for this. And if you start acting up in the store, trust me, if you act a fool, I'm going to act a fool right along with you." And trust me, she did. Now, mind you, this was 50 something years ago, but and parenting was totally different back then. But the thing is, we teach children how to treat us. If we disregard or disrespect them, or the way that we say things to them, or the way that we do things with them or not with them, they take that to heart and they will start repeating and learn the patterns, and they will do it because you're doing that pattern. So keep them away from whatever the pattern is, and watch what you're saying, watch what you're doing. Hello, Dorita. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hello, it's Jessica Lynn. Let's see. Um, Nabby Nabs, they're getting up for comfort and for a routine like getting milk. Yes. Uh, and then we talked about that. Well, okay. Someone just, how do I get my 6 month old to stop comfort feeding? When I try to decrease the ounces, she screams. And that's normal. Decreasing the ounces is normal. You decrease the ounces, and you does she take a pacifier? And it's normal for her to scream because she's mad, and that's okay. You're gonna have to talk her down off the ledge. It's okay. You're okay. And the probably, if she's comfort feeding, then she's probably sleeping. I'm dealing with that right now. I have a 2 month old that was comfort feeding. And me and mom discussed it, and I said, "This is what I want to do." And she said, "Okay." I said, because she's drinking 9 ounces overnight, and she's drinking enough during the day to cover over the night, and she's getting up out of comfort because she's breastfeeding, and I feed her but the bottle at night, so she wants that comfort of mama. And Once I started decreasing the ounces and putting her back to sleep, I gave her just enough. We went from 9 ounces down to 5 ounces. And I'm going to continue to decrease that as she gets older, because I got a few more weeks there. As she gets older, I'm going to continue to decrease it so that if she does wake up, it's most of the time when she wakes up, she has pooped, and because she has pooped, she thinks, okay, I put some out, bring some more back in. That's not how it works, and she gets mad at me when I just kind of gently rock her until she's almost sleepy, and I put her back in her crib, and she goes right on back to sleep. Now I do give her a dream feed, and that dream feed is about 3 ounces to just keep her until the end till through the night. But I don't want to be getting her waking up and drinking 4 or 5 ounces every time she wakes up, because that's a full meal for a for her age. That's a full meal. You don't want her having full meals in the middle of the night. You don't want your 6 month old having full meals in the night. And um, does your baby drink water? Because I know some babies love water, and I have suggested water, and they're waking up for water now. Because most babies, if they don't like water, they'll stop waking up for the water. But if they love water, you hang that one up too. You just gonna have to gradually decrease it and put them back to sleep. And I know it's gonna be plenty of nights that you're not gonna get sleep. But if you keep with it and keep consistent with it, she's going to learn this is all I get, and that's it. And I might as well go back to sleep because mom's not giving in. But make sure that your baby is drinking at least at 6 months. She should be drinking at least between how wait a minute. Let me ask how much she weighs at 6 months, because a 6 month old is usually drinking about 6 to 8 ounces every 3 to 4 hours. So if that's the case, um, she's drinking at least 28 to 32 ounces a day, which is more than enough to keep her through the night. So she doesn't have to drink in the middle of the night. But the screaming is normal. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep comforting her, and because it's probably not hunger, it's comfort. And she probably is wanting you more than she's wanting the bottle. But like I said, consistency, practice, and patience, and you'll get there. Hello, Chubby Bunny. How are you? Hi, British Nanny in Oz. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hello, Destin46. How are you? Let's see. Do I have any questions over here? Nope. Let me see. I have questions over here. Um, hey, Nanny. Hi, Yari. How are you? How are you doing? Numerous times for water, he has to have a cup to go to sleep. Ah, anyone else see my comments? Hi, Martha. I'm just seeing a comment from you. I haven't seen any other comments from you except for that one. When you asked if anybody else is seeing your comments. I'm sorry. Did you have a question? My 1-year-old is doing it now too. What is your thought on independent playtime? My thought on independent playtime is yes, 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 yes. 1,000 times yes. Your child needs to know how to play independently. And I promise you, playing independently will benefit you. When a child plays independently, If they wake up in the middle of the night, they know how to soothe themselves back to sleep. If a child's playing independently, they know how to sit and play while you get some work done, whether it's laundry, doing dishes, whatever. If they can play independently, it gives you enough just to go to the bathroom by yourself. Seriously though, as a nanny, I'm like, yes, you gonna be independent. You gonna learn how to put your things away. My 15-month-old, she helps me put her. I would say, put your right arm in. She sticks her arm in. Put your left arm in. She sticks her arm in. Okay, let's put your pants on. She will sit on the floor, and I will give her the opportunity, but she tries to put her legs inside the pants legs. I let her do it because that's making her independent. She's practicing. Now she can't do it by herself, but I have to give her time to practice to do these things because it leads to her independence. When she's playing, she'll ask for help every once in a while, but I've gotten her to the point where she will play by herself. Um, And if I come, she kind of pushes me away, like, You're in my space, move, move, go, bye." So I just sit back. If I have something to do, if I'm doing her laundry, as she's playing, I'm folding laundry. She's occupied. She's good to go. But yes, 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 yes. When your child can play independently, it leads to their creativity without your influence. You see the little peg that goes in the hole, and you tell her, put the peg in the hole, and then put the peg in the hole. Come on now, put the peg in put it in the hole. They see it as, I can take this peg and stack it on top of that peg and stack it on they see it in totally different light. It creates their imagination, their creativity, and I let them play. And it's no wrong way, unless they stick it in their mouth and try to hurt somebody with it. There's no wrong way to play with their toys. They will learn the concepts that I'm trying to teach them. Now, if I'm sitting down there playing with, I won't say put the peg in the hole. I'll just take it and put it in the hole, and I'll model what it's supposed to be. But I don't tell. See, this is how you do it. I just sit and I just play, and me playing is showing her how I want her to do it because I'm working on her fine motor skills, or I'm working on her cognitive skills. And just me playing and showing her this is how you do it. The peg goes into the hole, and I'll pick up another peg and put it in the hole. She may come by, pick the peg up, and stick it in another hole. Fine, because that's what I wanted you to do anyway. That's what I was setting you up for in the first place, was to put that peg in the hole so that uh we can work on your hand-eye coordination, your getting that your fine motor skills. So when they play independently, let them play. Let them be creative. Let them, as long as it's not disrupting anything, they're not destroying anything, let them play. And when you have the opportunity to play with them, model what you want them to do. Don't tell them this is how you do it. Because like I said before, they will do what you do quicker than they do what you say. Because you want them to put it in the hole, they don't want to do that. I don't want to do what you say. I want to do my own thing. But why you stick that in there? It don't belong here. It belongs over here. Well, however you want to do it, you did exactly what you fell into the trap. You did exactly what I wanted you to do without me telling you this is what I want you to do. So use that independent play, take advantage of that independent play, and get some stuff done. I'm not telling you to play, not to play with your child, and not to model um, play, and not to play with them, and not to model things with them. But when they want to play independently, let them go. Give them opportunities throughout the day to play independently. And when they want your help, they'll come and ask for your help. That gives you a chance to have conversations. What would you like me to help you with? How would you like me to help you? Would you like for me to put this over here? Would you like me to do this? Ask them questions. Ask them open-ended questions. What would you like? And ask them precise questions. All those things are honing in, having conversations, language, cognitive, following directions. You showing them that you follow their directions when they follow your directions. So all of that comes into play, and in independent play. It does, it may not seem like it, but it does. All of that comes into play. And one last thing, um, at nap time, if they wake up and they don't fall asleep, don't go pick them up. If nap time is from 1 to 3 and they wake up at 2:35, they still got 25 minutes. You still have 25 minutes. That means that you got 25 minutes to go do it. Let them play in their crib. And you have to teach, if they wake up crying, screaming and bloody murder, you have to teach them you're in a safe place. You're okay. I have used the sound machine, and I have the hatch and on the app on my phone, and I've used the lights, um, because the lights on the app on my phone. If they wake up and I know that they're not going to sleep and they get all belligerent and just "Ah," I turn the red light on. It's still dark enough. It's not going to break the melatonin. It's still dark enough in the room where they know, okay, well, I know she know I'm awake. And then I switch it from the sound machine to like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or one of the songs that they like to sing. Or they like to, and it is still a soothing sound. But at this point, I'm not trying to block out sound. I know you're up, but guess what? You still got a few more minutes. This is their indication that I'm not coming to pick you up. I'm just changing the atmosphere of your room. Not necessarily, it's not necessary. It's still nap time. It's still quiet time. You just slept for, you got 25 more minutes to sleep or to stay in your crib and play with yourself and do what you need to do. But I'm not coming to get you, because you need to learn to self-soothe, to play with yourself. They'll play with their fingers, they'll play with their toes, they'll start singing songs. You hear them speaking words that you don't even know that they know. They'll start talking, and you learn a lot when they are in, in their crib doing things on their own. So I will say that. Okay. British Nanny in Oz says play is work for little people. They need to be left to do it independently for better understanding of their surroundings in their world. Exactly. Thank you, British Nanny in Oz. That is what goes on. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this name. Macadamia. Okay, I think I said that right. Hello, welcome. And how to wean to cow's milk. Okay, so Kayla, I do what my grandmother used to do. Um, 75% formula, 25% cow's milk the first week. 50% formula, 50% cow's milk the second week. 75% cow's milk, 25% formula the third week. By the fourth week, we're on cow's milk. Same question. 13-month-old takes one sip of cow's milk and pushes it away. Yes, because it needs to be a blended. Um, Sometimes you have to blend it in and kind of get them, ease them into it, and not. Here you go, cold turkey. Sometimes that doesn't work. Hi, how do I make a happy moment dropping her off with babysitter or daycare? Um, Create a routine. Um, Discuss it with the daycare, whoever you dropping a babysitter, whoever you're dropping off. Have an interesting project going on, or some music playing that you know they want to dance to. Have a number system in place. The separation anxiety is real. I'm going through that now. We've been going through separation anxiety for like about 5 months, and right now we're at the point of, okay, we have said hello to mommy, or we have said hello to daddy, and daddy has to go back to work. So I'm going to count to three, and we're going to say goodbye, and we're going to walk out of the room. So I count to three. I go one, and I make it fun. Two, or I tickle them, or I lean in, or I got a smile on my face, and they're steady crawling on mom, and they're like, no, 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 it's gonna happen. And at three, mom hands them over, dad hands them over, and I take them, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go play now. We're gonna go have fun today, and say bye bye to mommy, say bye bye to daddy. I count to about five. And then I was like, okay, we're off. I don't linger until they decide they want to say bye, or they want to say, I miss mommy, goodbye. I don't do that. I count to five. If you haven't said bye by five, we're going out the room. Sometimes you just have to rip the band-aid off and tell mama and daddy, don't come back. If you the mama, don't go back. Know that you have picked the right babysitter, the right nanny, the right daycare or child care provider, wherever you're dropping your child off. Know that trust that you have picked the right people to care for your child, and they will help them transition from the separation anxiety, that anxiety that has built up, and know that they are going to do everything within their power to keep your child happy, healthy, and safe throughout the day. You have to know that personally, because otherwise you're going to keep going back, and that starts the process all over again. And unknown to you, that is so aggravating to your care provider, because they're like, if you just go, I got this. But because you keep coming back and you keep lingering, oh, just one more kiss, or just one more hug, just one more, okay, no. Say it, mean it, go. Mommy loves you. I'll see you later. Have fun at school. Bye bye. Go. Don't look back, because they'll catch you with those puppy dog eyes, and you be like, oh, my baby, and you crying just like them. Y'all got to be strong, because it makes your child feel, uh, if you keep coming back, it says that you don't trust the child care provider. That's number one. If you keep coming back, it tells your child that you don't trust the child care provider. So if you don't trust them, I'm not going to trust them either, mama. Come get me from this woman. Come get me from this man. No. If you keep coming back and you got the just one more hug, just one more kiss, procrastination. That's what they'll do to you when you least expect it at night. Just one more hug, just one more sip of water, just one more kiss, just one more book. Okay, it's time to go to bed. You just keep going, one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. Stop one more on me. Give them consistency. And they know you mean what you say what you mean, done. And the longer you linger, the more anxiety there is. And the longer it takes for your childcare provider to get them to calm down. And if they're at a daycare and another child is having separation anxiety from their parents, it's an avalanche, especially in the baby room. It's an avalanche when one starts crying and the other one's like, well, I miss my mama too. I don't want my mama to go. I want my mama back. And you got the next one crying. And pretty soon you got all these babies crying and looking at each other like, well, I'm going to cry too. I don't know what I'm crying about, but I'm going to cry too, because everybody else is sad. So now you got 3 or 4 childcare providers in a room full of crying babies. And how are we going to stop all this? So please drop, leave, go, see ya. So that's how I would suggest that you get a happy moment. Sing a song, have a routine, uh, Know that if it's you dropping them off at snack time. Oh, okay, mama's gonna see you. I don't want you to miss snack time. Okay, I'll see you later. And they going on in. Oh, snack time. Yes. If it's something that you know that they're happy about or something that you know that they really want, bring it in the day before, bring it in, whatever it is, special treat, whatever it is. Talk to your school or provider and create that happy moment. Even if it's okay, let's run to the window and tell mommy goodbye. She's on her way out, and mom stops by and goes, "Hi, bye bye," and walks on out the door. And that's it. And they're waiting on that special moment of "Hi, bye bye." And yes, it's all it takes to create that moment. Chubby Bunny says, the quicker the goodbye, the less tears there are. On the flip side, say goodbye, don't sneak out. Yes. Thank you, Chubby Bunny. Don't sneak out. I'm going to sneak away. Watch you doing it. No, because they turn around and you're not there. Oh my God. It's like tears and cries and screams and where's my mama? I want my mama. Say goodbye. Let them know that you're leaving. That way they trust you coming back. You're building a trust with your child because that separation anxiety, that's all about trusting. How I know you're not gonna come back? How I know that you are gonna come back? How do I know that you're not gonna leave me here with this person? How I don't know this person, even though you've seen it, she's seen that person 50 million times. It's not all about who the person is. It's about you, mama. And when you show them it's okay, I know you're upset, but we're going to have fun today and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And your caretaker is going to do this for you and do that for that. And you just go, I'll be back after you take your nap, and let them know. Give them, some kids need a specific time. I'll be back after nap time. I'll be back after your afternoon snack. And that gives them a sense of security that, okay, all day long, I used to work in the classroom. All day long, I would hear, okay, it's morning snack. Okay, we're going outside. Okay, it's lunchtime. Okay, it's nap time. Okay, we're at afternoon snack. My mama's gonna be here soon. And they get all excited. And when mama shows up, Mama! See, I told you mama was coming back. How was your day at school? Did you have a good day? Make a big deal out of it. And that's how you create that happy moments, and get them. And that's how kids tell time. That's why it's so important for them to have a routine or a schedule, because they know after this, after that, after this, after that, oh, mama's coming, that's my happy moment. And they will be more willing to they'll be more willing to go throughout the day and be happy knowing that when you're coming back, and they will know that, um, at that moment that you're coming back is their happy moment, and they won't be so fretful at the beginning of the day. Okay, let me see if I have questions over here. Hello, Miss Nisi, how are you? Hi, China. Thank you for joining me. Hi, how do okay, let me see. Thank you, Nanny. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I have more questions. Hold on. Every time I swipe down, all the questions scramble up. So, all right. That's what Tutorial does. He loves water. Yep. I understand. Baby is 17 pounds. So if your baby is 17 pounds, 2 times 17 is 34 ounces. Yeah. So your baby should be drinking anywhere between um, around 30 to 34 ounces during the day. And if they're drinking between 30 to 34 ounces within a 24-hour period, um, because if they're having 4 8-ounce bottles, then yeah, they have had enough to sustain them overnight. So, yeah, eating for comfort is going to take gradual, and don't try to take it all away, cut it in half. Your baby's going to notice if you cut it in half. I promise you. If they eating 8 ounces, you take them down to 4 ounces, and you're like, what's up, mama? Uh-uh. I suggest if you go from 8 to 6 and then to 4, and gradually cut it down and to cut it out. Oh, something is itching my eye. Sorry. Hello, Angel 3 Gemini. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Okay, Talia, how long should you encourage? Uh, okay, hold on, Talia. Let me find out. Let me find the beginning of your question. Uh, how long should you encourage uh, independent play? I'm assuming that's what you mean. I encourage independent play from I guess about 3 or 4 months. Um, no, actually before then, because when we're doing tummy time, during the first couple of months, I'm heavy on tummy time, and they get frustrated easily, so I'm flipping them. But then once they start showing signs of rolling over and moving, I try to give them a few minutes, a couple of minutes alone. Don't mess with them. Let them do their own thing. You don't have to be in their face all the time, because otherwise you end up uh, being the entertainment and you never get anything done. But I encourage them to play. Right now, let's see. D was 4 months old when I started. By the time he was 8 months old, he would play a good 20 minutes by himself and in his little play yard while I washed the dishes. Now, mind you, this was like a great room where the you could see from the living room um, into, I mean, from the kitchen into the den and dining room area. So he was maybe 20 feet from me, and I could see him, he could see me, and he'd play. Now, if he got stuck or something, I would give him an opportunity to get himself unstuck. Don't necessarily go and rush and rescue your child, because if you run and rush and rescue them, they'll never figure things out. Let them think about it. How am I going to get? They get stuck. Yes, they're frustrated. Now, when if they're screaming bloody murder, like I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Yes, but if they're like, they're figuring it out. If they're just whining about it and grunting about it, let them continue to figure it out. Now, if they start in full blown cry, then you go get them. Because as long as they're just frustration leads to accomplishments. It makes them to continue to try. Even with ourselves, we get frustrated. This is not going to defeat me. I'm not going to give up. And then, and you punch a button and you're like, what did I just do? Wait. Let me go back. What did I just do? It just solved the problem. Your frustration leads you to accomplishments. Your baby's frustration leads them to accomplishments. When they get mad at doing tummy time, they kick that foot, and all of a sudden they kick that foot and they rolled over and they're like, wait, what just happened? I moved. Now, the first time it may scare them, but they have accomplished something. And that accomplishment is a big thing. It is a big deal because then they'll get frustrated again and they'll do it again. And they'll continue doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. So keep doing it. Okay? Let them, keep encouraging them to do it themselves because that leads to success. Uh, any tips on picky eaters? My nanny kid is 20 months and is fighting a lot of meals she loves. Is Are her molars coming in? When If she's fighting meals that she loves, then it may be time to change your meals. Try cooking it differently. Try adding a different seasoning to it. Uh, I make zucchini in 7 different ways. And nope, I don't like that one. Yeah, I like that one. Nope, 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 nope. Yes, I like that one. So it just depends on the mood that they're in. If think about it this way, you go to a restaurant and they ran out of steak. Your mouth is watering for a juicy steak. Oh, I can just taste it. I smell it on the grill when I'm coming in. And they don't have the steak that you want. Well, we have chicken. Okay, well, give me the chicken. You get the chicken, and that is the worst chicken that you've ever had simply because in your brain you wanted steak. Your mindset, you got to trigger your brain to go, okay, not steak, chicken, not steak, chicken, not steak, chicken. Nah, I still want that steak. If you still want that steak and your brain is on that steak, that chicken is going to taste horrible or it's not going to taste as good as it would have had you wanted chicken in the first place. So think about food that way. I love cooking and I love food. I love changing it up. And adding a little bit of this or add a little cheese, add a little spice, add take away something, add something else instead. Um, I love experimenting with food. Experiment with food with your kids. Also, take and keep in mind that kids who are teething don't eat much. They don't like to chew because it hurts their gums. If they're getting molars in, those 2-year old molars start coming in early. They don't wait until they get two to start coming in. They start coming in so they'll be there by two. And sometimes even after two, it takes longer than just 2 years old to get those molars in. But their gums in the back could be swollen and bruised and purple. I've seen it many times in kids. Uh, the molars are coming through, and it really doesn't. It really, really gets bad when they're cutting through the skin. Think about a paper cut and something salty gets in that paper cut, or some lemon gets in that paper cut, or some salt. I'm telling you, or some soap gets in that paper cut. It stings like nobody's business, and you're like, ugh. And every time something gets in that little paper cut, until it starts healing up, it's gonna remind you got a cut on your finger. Babies are the same way when it comes to their teeth. If I'm chewing on something, are you giving me something that's chewy? I'm not going to chew that because that hurts. And every time I put pressure on that to bite on it, that hurts. Do not give me that. Give me something else. Give me something soft. So be sensitive to what's going on in their mouth, um, because their molars may be coming in, and it may be looking amazing. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mike. I love me, Marquita. Is that right? I think that's what. Okay, I'm just gonna say thank you, Pilot Jones. Um, but think about that when you even the meals she loves, even her favorites. If you are in pain, you're gonna reject the favorites because you know it's gonna cause you more pain. You may love beef jerky, but if you get a toothache, And that beef jerky, you got to chew, chew, chew. Oh, beef jerky will be the last thing on your list you're going to want to eat. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of the mood of what uh, is it cooked differently. Did somebody forget to add the salt or the pepper or the cheese or whatever? Or we ran out of cheddar, so I use American. That's not how you cook my meal. I want the cheddar. I don't want the American cheese. So be mindful that kids have preferences just like we do. And they like it cooked a certain way, a certain temperature. And, and, and I say this because I love to cook and I know how I want my food. And if it's not cooked to that, mm, I'm like, I don't know. This don't taste right. I need some little bit more something. So be mindful of that. Okay. Thank you for sharing my video. I appreciate it. How long should I encourage them to play independently? Um, as long as they want to. My son currently does 20. Girlfriend, you hit the mother load. 20 to 30 minutes? How old is your son? You hit the mother load. Minutes every wake window. How many minutes every wake window? If they want to play independent, let them play independently. Their brains are thinking and creating and doing. Um, I like if they're playing independently, I like playing music in the background. And the reason I play music in the background is because I'm not physically talking to them, but music that has, fun songs from kid songs that has repetitive words that they can say, or if the music is playing like the wheels on the bus, I start going like this, and then the wheels on the bus, and then the swish, 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 and the beep, 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 and pretty soon the kids are like beep, 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 and they know when that part of the song comes on, the beep, 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 and they'll start doing the movements. If you don't want to play with them, play the music and do something independently in the background. If you don't have anything to do, if you're just watching them, play the music in the background and do the movements. The Itsy Bitsy Spider. What else? Pop Goes the Weasel. All those finger play songs. Keep doing it. It's fine motor. It's stimulating their brain. It's making them think. It's sentence structure. It's repetitive words. It's a lot of cognitive, and then it changes the atmosphere. I use music as therapy. I use music therapy. I change the atmosphere. If I wanted to, to calm them down, I put on some classical music, some piano music, and turn it down low. So it's just kind of calming things. Turn the lights down. If it's playtime, then we got, dance music going. I'll do some funny dance. My little girl now, she likes listening to, and her parents put hooked up on these things. Uh James Brown and Bo Diddley and who was she listening to this morning? Johnny Cash. And then she listens to music in Spanish. I have no clue what they're saying, but the music is chill. And she started going like this. She's playing at the table and she starts going like this. And I know she's getting into the music. And she starts, doing her little dance and I know she's getting into the music. And it's awesome. So continue to encourage your child. If you got him playing a 20 to 30 minute, ooh, girlfriend, yes, you have hit the mother load. I need to play more songs so Noah will love that. Yes. Hi, Cecile. Cecile Renee. Hi, Sophia. How are you? Thank you for joining me. And yes. So Talia, two thumbs up, girlfriend. Two thumbs up. How can I start my 3.5-month-old oh, great nephew to start playing independently? You start now. At 3 months old, 3.5 months old, they're probably getting ready to roll over. I would suggest using mirrors, um, little toys that make noise. to get their attention. So it's like if they independently touch it, it make a noise and it draws their attention in. Now don't get anything loud or because babies that age have sensitivities. They're very sensitive to noise. But if it's like a little tinkle, or if it's like a little, I like that little Einstein. It's like a little radio. It plays like 4 or 5 songs. Every time you hit the button, it plays a different song. And when they reach out for it, I just kind of push their hand on the button, and then I walk away. And when the song stops playing, if they want it to go again, you'll see them move. And it lets me know they're listening. And it's a reaction to, I want to hear this again. So you have to pick up on your baby cues. I would put toys right in front of them so they can reach out for them, put them on their tummy, and they can reach out for the toys. And just continue, at 3 months old, I would say 3 to 5 minutes is probably the most you're going to get. If you get more, great. But I would say 3 to 5 minutes. But play the music in the background. Uh, Read a book in the background while they're playing. Read a book. Uh, Hungry Caterpillar. I love the Hungry Caterpillar. Brown Bear. Something simple that's not going to take more than 2 to 3 minutes. Brown Bear. What do you see? Polar Bear. I love Eric Carle books because they're very simple. What's her name? Sonia Boynton. She has the little board books that take like 3 to 5 minutes to read. So read those books in the background, even though they can't respond to you, they're hearing sentence structure. They're hearing repetitive words. They're hearing things that uh, they're being introduced to new words all the time. And then when they get old enough, and when I say old enough, I will read while they're playing independently. But when we go to bed, nighttime routine includes a story. And most of the time, if they're that young, I just make up a story to turn the page. If it's a lot of words, even the bigger books for older kids, if it's a lot of words on the page, oh, look at the bird flying. Oh, did you see on this page? Is this? I just look at the pictures, describe the pictures, and keep turning the pages. It's a quicker story. As they get older, you can tell them the real story. I read the real story when they become interested in the story. But as I go through these books, because a lot of people gift you books for your babies, and you're like, that's not age appropriate for my child. You can make it age appropriate for your child. Turn the page, describe the picture, and keep it moving. Don't take the red. And I like to go into detail. Oh, did you see the red flower on the tree? And each time I read the book, it's a totally different story. So if you're reading a story to your baby, you're giving them words to model. You're giving them words to say. You're modeling behavior, and you're giving them an interest in reading, because reading is fundamental, and reading will take them places that they may not even go in life, but they'll get to read it in a book and know about it. You're giving them knowledge. So do those types of things with your baby when you're you can take any book and make it uh, age appropriate. You just got to have some imagine. Just look at the book. Oh, and use voices. And when I say use voices, I mean don't just. The book is the color is red. The flower is red. Did you see this? Use oh, the red flower is in the tree. And some people say, you got that sing song voice, but children listen for that. It catches their attention. That's what you want, to catch their attention. Like you got a secret that you got to tell, but you don't want nobody else to know. And they're listening, and you getting all excited about it. It makes them excited about books. Gives them a firm foundation. And if you didn't know, now you know I am an advocate for early literacy. I am. I love it love to read to babies and create stories and just turn the page and go for it. Let me see. I need to play more. Okay. Oh, hold on. Thank you for the hug, Sophia. Hi, Cecile. Causes and effect toys are great for babies. Yes, cause and effect toys. Thank you, British Nanny and Oz. Yes, cause and effects are great for babies. Hello, Nanny. Yes. Hello, Manuela. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hold on. Whoops. How do I start? I love my son's brain. Watching him play, it's amazing. Sometimes he shocks me. You'd be amazed at what kids will do and how they think. And you could just see their brain just going, and you're like, no, what is he getting ready to do? And yes, they will shock you when they start doing things. And you're like, well, I didn't think, I didn't think to do it that way. They have their own way of doing things. And sometimes the teacher needs to learn from the student. We teach a lot. Sometimes the teacher needs to learn from the student. That's why I ask you all questions. And I try because I don't know everything. I don't know your situation. And unless you share it with me, I don't know this. So I try to take my lead from you all to answer your questions. Okay, so hello, a working mom. Hello, Shell Mabel. I think that's how you say your name. My 15 month and 15 months, and when he doesn't get his way or get something taken from him, he hits my face or arm. Oh, that's normal. That is a normal reaction. Uh, they cry, and what have they seen? Because in order for a child to know to hit, it's basic instinct. But if they keep doing it, it's seen somewhere. I hit to get control because if you don't give me that, I'm gonna hit you. So where is he seeing it from? Model behavior that he can do. Talk to him. Uh, and if something gets taken away from him, just tell them why you're taking it away from him. This is dangerous. Um, I don't want you to poke yourself in the eye with this. Let me have that. You know, simple words, explanation. You don't like people coming and snatching things from you. Respect your child enough not to snatch. Now, I'm not saying if it's dangerous and you need, by all means, but some things you can give them the respect of. Let's go play with something else. Redirect them. This is not a good thing to play with right now. Let's go play with something else. Or how about we go over here and do this and use the negative, stop using so much negativity and say no, don't, stop, quit, don't, no. Try taking some of those out of your vocabulary. There are times when they will be necessary, but not every time. Uh, be respectful of your children. I had to learn that. I wasn't always like this, but I learned that being respectful to children, explaining things to them, telling them why you need to do something or why they don't need to do something gets you way more from them and their understanding of why they can't do it than you just snatching out of hand. Don't touch that. Leave that alone. No, you can't have that. Instead of explaining, how about we go play with some of your toys instead of playing with mommy's? They have that sets a boundary. Your toys, my toys. We're going to go play with your things, not my things. Now, it's not said out loud, but it's implied. So imply things more instead of already, no, stop, don't. British Knitting All says in play, be the audience, not the star of the movie. Yes, an independent play, be a part, be the audience. You're watching and going, ooh, ah, at the right appropriate moments. And let them be the star of the show. Thank you, British Knitting Oz. Oh, what? What this? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone flipped. Okay, let's see. Any advice on waving or pointing? I feel like I've done it till I'm blue in the face with my 13-month-old. Waving or pointing? Hold on. Melissa? Let me see. Is there a second part to that, Melissa? Okay. Any advice on waving or pointing? Keep modeling it. Take your hand and say hi, hi, hi. Some kids don't like to say it, don't like to do it. It just depends. But there are others that do. But just keep modeling it, keep saying it, keep pointing, keep doing what you're doing, and keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. Uh, I always say repeat and repeat. So keep doing uh, what you're doing. You're modeling behavior. The behaviors you model, the behaviors you are modeling for your children will kick in one day, and all of a sudden they'll be doing it like, "When did you start doing that? I've been trying to get you to do this all this time, and now you're doing it." Yeah, and they may surprise you, and you're out in public, and you're like, "Okay, say bye," and then they're like, "Bye," and you're like, I didn't expect that, but yay! So keep doing what you're doing. Keep modeling. Uh, any advice on a 15-month baby waking up every hour? Okay, so do you go to them every time they wake up? That's my question. And is this nap time or is this overnight, Cecile? My question keeps getting skipped. Martha. Can you put it in the Q&A box because I keep seeing your statements, but I don't see your question. Hold on. Thank you, but it's been skipped twice now. Martha, I don't even see your question. Please put it in the Q&A box. I'm serious. I don't see a question from you. I had this happen before, twice before. Someone was asking a question, and all I could see was the statement under it, or what they after they had asked the question. I kept asking the same question. What is your question? So I promise you, I'm not trying to neglect you, but I don't see your question, Martha. I'm gonna go back up and see if I can see it. Uh, okay. Oh, I think I just answered your question. Your 15-month-old, when he doesn't get his way, he gets something taken from him. He hits him. Okay. Yeah, I just addressed that. Did you have another question? Did you have another question, Martha? I think I just addressed that. I have a 12-month-old that viciously stuffs to the point almost choking. Okay, I'm laughing. Uh, it's Tia with an H. Okay, I'm laughing because when you said that, it reminded me of my oldest child. I used to call him Chipmunk because he was just like, and just sit there like this. And I'm like, are you actually chewing? Do you even have enough room in your jaws to get the food around your teeth to chew before swallowing? I used to call him Chipmunk and I used to call him Hoover because it was like he was sucking the food and not even chewing it. He would just suck it in. So yeah, um, it's hard. Um, it's hard to. I would suggest that when you put things on his tray or in his plate, put a limited amount. That means that you're going to have to sit down with him. You can't just, here's your plate and, go sit down somewhere else or go, finish washing the dishes or cleaning up while he's eating. You're going to have to actually physically sit down with him and teach him how to uh, take what's on his plate and put it in his mouth and say, and I always tell the kids, chew, 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 chew. And I said that the one child, the baby brother, and I was new, and I was like, okay, chew, chew, chew. And the older brother went, whoop, whoop. I was like, oh, this is not a choo choo train. It was so hilarious. But yeah, I always give them a little amount, enough to fit into their mouth and chew. And it's a slow process, but you have, and then he might get angry and frustrated because you won't let him stuff all those things in his mouth. Let Put a little bit on his plate at a time. Let him continue to feed himself, but put a little bit on his plate at a time so that he won't overdo it. And it's going to take time for him to learn that I can have food on my plate and all of it doesn't have to be in my mouth at one time. So, yes, just wanted to say what a great advocate you are for professional nannies. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, British Nanny Oz. We got to get together and do a live. Seriously. Seriously, 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 seriously. Are you on TikTok, British Nanny Oz? Do you have a TikTok account? I'm not sure. Some people do, some people don't. Because I'd love to have you here as a guest on Thursday night and we can answer all these questions together live. Mama of almost 17-month-old twin girls. Any advice appreciated? Um, at 17 months old, they should be eating food, taking naps. Uh, do they still take two naps or do they take one nap? Both of them on the same schedule. Keep them both on the same schedule. Um, don't expect them to be alike as far as cognitively. Don't expect them to have the same thoughts or to want to do the same things as the other twin all the time. Don't compare them. Well, your sister does this, and especially not in front of them. Your sister does this, and your sister does that. Well, why is she doing this and she's not doing that? Twins tend to flip flop. One will be, let's just say that one will be eating with a fork one week, and then the next week they're eating with their hand, and they flip flop. The one that wasn't eating with the fork is not eating with the fork, and the one that was eating with the fork is not eating with the hands. So they flip flop. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, Hello, Flexi Worldwide. How are you? I love to do. Let's do a date after Easter. Okay, let's do a date after here. Hello, student of Tam. She said, "Nah, I'm old school." Okay, okay, Bridget and Oz. I'm old school too, but I'm trying to learn new tricks. Hello, Mary. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I've got about 10 minutes. And I'm gonna answer as many questions as I can in 10 minutes. Uh but back to the twins. Don't compare them. Let them have their own personalities. Uh yeah, a lot of twins get dressed alike, but let them explore on their own and accept them for who they are and not for, okay, well, you should be doing this, your sister's doing that, or you should be doing that, your sister's doing that. No, accept them for who they are. If they don't want to play with the same thing, or they want something, a different toy from one another, still buy two, because sometimes it's worth it. Not everything you need to buy in double, but some things need to be double because it eliminates fights, which eliminates stress on your end. So, uh, mine loves the hungry caterpillar. Ah, is that badly, baby? I'm trying to read. Let me see. I'm trying to see what the name is. Okay, bad little baby. Okay, let's see. Thank you, British Nanny Oz. How do we help light sleepers sleep? She wakes at the drop of a pin. Takes so long to get her back. Sound machine, sound machine, sound machine. I love the sound machine. I like the hatch because it has several different sounds on it, and I change out the sounds. But brown noise, I love the brown noise. And if you have an Alexa, just tell Alexa, play brown noise. And Alexa will play brown noise. I have a sound machine and the room is dark. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. um, what is the volume of your sound machine? I don't want it to be too high where mess up the baby's ears, but sometimes those little ears hear everything. You come in the walk past the room and they're like, I heard you. Where are you? And they start stirring like, how did you hear me? I was tiptoeing. So yeah, but I think I got everybody's question. And I have 7 minutes to spare. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. Hello, Maria. How are you? So thank you all for joining me. Uh since I have one more question. I used I use the hatch. It's not too loud. What volume do you recommend? How old is your baby? Because we started out at low, and the older she got, the more volume we needed. But we also put the volume. Her bed is on one side, and the hatch is on the other side of the room. So the way the sound waves travel, is not too loud on her side of the room. It's louder on the opposite side by the door where the bathroom is, because the bathroom is right outside of her door, and her mom's office is on the other side of her. Is right across the hallway from her door. So the sound machine is on the side where all the sounds are coming from, and it's louder. It's at between 40 and 45. But if you go into the room and you on her side of the room, it doesn't sound that loud. But it blocks out all the noise that's on the other side of that door, which is what our purpose is. So you might want to put the noise machine on, not right up under her, but on opposite side where all the noises are, so it'll block out all the noises. She had the same schedule since birth. Now she wakes 1 to 6 a.m. every 30 minutes. Oh no, no, no. It's past time for how old is your baby? 10 months old? 11 months old? If she needs to be, the schedule needs to change. The schedule needs to change. 11, oh yes. Oh no. Ooh, her schedule should have changed 3 or 4 times by now. Uh, Cat, send me to remind me. Send me a DM. Send me a private message so that we can get your baby on another schedule. Yes, her needs have changed, and at 11 months old, she's almost a year. She's at an independent point now. What she needed at birth is not what she needs at 11 months old. That's just like giving her, if she's still just on milk and about to turn 1 year old, has never tasted real food. So, yeah, are you still feeding her the first foods, or the very very puree, watery puree foods, and she's had nothing to chew on at 11 months old? She's still breastfed. Do you give her soft foods? And even if being breastfed, her her needs have still changed. Nope, baby led win in the books. Yes. Okay, baby led win. That's good too. But like I said, that schedule, yes. By the time she gets to about a year to year and a half, she should have a breakfast. Well, breakfast. Well, I should say about 13, 14 months old. She should have breakfast, a morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and then dinner. She should be eating about 5 times a day. Okay, no purees. Okay, cool. Hello, Sarah Nick. How are you? Thank you for joining me. So it is now 8:57. I'm getting ready to close out and go have some me time, some wind down time, go eat some dinner because I haven't eaten yet. I got off work at 5 and went to my doctor's appointment, my chiropractor appointment. By the time I got through traffic and got home, it was like almost 7 o'clock. So, and I jumped on here as close to 7:30 as I could. And yeah, it's time to go eat. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Mary, for joining me. And thank you everyone on uh yeah, Solid Foods. Ethiopian lady. Hello, thank you for joining me. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. Thank you all uh for your support. If you'd like to leave a tip, there's a tip button on my bio. Just hit the little red button that says tip. If you'd like to leave a tip, it's greatly appreciated. Also, I will be back next Thursday at same time at 7:30. I'll DM you over the weekend. Love. Thank you, British Nanny Oz. I'm so excited about our live together. Um, but thank you all for joining me. And thank you for asking questions and participating. I really appreciate it. And think about what I said because I'm bringing a video out probably tomorrow about the sleep. Is it for you or is it for your baby? Has your baby conditioned you to picking them up and giving them a bottle? Are they doing it for comfort? Are you giving in to them because I don't want to be up all night? I don't want to hear them cry. And oh my gosh, they won't stop. You have to teach your children. You have to be consistent. You have to teach them. Uh, and the older they get, the harder they get because the more they get set in their ways. And because you have done it for so long, don't try to do it cold turkey. Woo-wee. That's the biggest fight. This is like World War III starting out. If you try to do it cold turkey, I'm just saying. So I will see you all next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is now 9 o'clock. I'm closing out. And you all have a great weekend. Do something special for yourself. Please do something special for yourself. I don't care if it's just going to have an ice cream cone or going for a walk or having a hot bath or whatever it is you do for self care. Do some self care. Take care of you. Do you hear me, mamas? Take care of you. Okay? Let the dishes wait while baby takes a nap and go take a hot bath. Do your nails. Eat a piece of cheesecake. Watch your favorite show. Whatever the case may be. Okay? Take care of you. Do something specifically for you. Okay? So you can feel human again. Because that's what I hear most. Oh, I feel human again. Yes, so you can feel human again. Because you can't take care of that baby if you're not taking care of you. All right? I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Let's see.